I'm going to be a little controversial here. I'm going to tell you what you're missing in your personality, and then you can let me know if I'm right or not. But you know how some people always just goes a little bit, too far? You're like, yup, he definitely should not have said that.
People really have a lot of devotion towards this show and the characters in it, and I think kind of the fact that they've been so welcoming and yeah.
This is personality adjustment. To be clear, you're not changing into a new personality, but in certain situations, you have to adapt.
I wanted to ask, who's your favorite co-star?
They're all lovely, I can't pick one.
Okay.
Joking.
Thanks.
One of the biggest mistakes that people make is going into every situation the exact same way. And honestly, you can meet a group with a complete different sense of humor, a loud group versus a quiet group. You have to adjust. I think most people definitely don't have this. This is the reason why you see everyone always order the same thing off the menu and doing the same things week after week. This is one concept. Most people are risk avoidant.
I prefer steak pie.
Okay.
How about you? What do you like?
Fish and chips.
That's okay.
That's the second choice.
And I'm not saying go and gamble your life savings away. I do not recommend that. But you need a sense of adventure and willingness to go into the unknown.
Ranger look like?
5'11", brown eyes, sunny disposition, great chat, wicked sense of humor.
If you want to be different, you have to add some degree of risk to your personality. But taking risks gives you interesting stories to talk about and also grows your knowledge about the world around you. Now, here comes the really controversial one. I believe having edginess is good for personality.
That's sweet. No hobbies? No nothing?
You are the hobby.
I'm the hobby.
You're the hobby. You're the main job. You're everything. Thank you.
Bring it to my attention.
A lot of people take this to mean that, oh, now I can be super cocky and insult everyone and not be considerate at all. That is definitely not what I'm talking about. I'm referring to do not be overly receptive to every single thing. If people are poking you with certain issues, yeah, go ahead, poke back sometime with a little sarcasm.
And he didn't believe me. And one of his colleagues looked over at me, looked at him, and said, "Leave Eddie alone." And
the small edginess kind of allows your personality to come through behind that facade of politeness. But here's another problem. What if you're actually not ready to share all of your personality? And I find this to be, pretty important, because if you want to stay sane, then you have to keep a portion of your life private.
I was like, oh, I got it. And she was just like, my mum's from Liverpool, which is a place in the north of England. She was like, what's that?
This is where you had to place limited openness on your personality. This means set a very solid boundary for your life. For things that are public, make it public. For things that are private, be very private. But one critical thing to remember is don't hide your personal parts. Give people a really good reason for why you're keeping it private. This way, you're actually being public and private at the same time. So, are you missing any of these things in your personalities? Let me know. And if you have found this helpful, you can check out some of my other videos that you can explore into all different topics.